prompts that we've been creating with Nathaniel to make this content flow more usable too. That should have come up now on the YouTube. Are we live there?
Don't see yet. Let me refresh.
Okay.
What's he got?
So, my son, he's fixing to start vacuuming the back room so we can get the floor clean to start staining it. And he comes in here to tell me that I got to stop putting this on the vacuum tight because
Get it off.
because it's hard to get off. And look, he's rubbing his nose, and I hurt my nose.
Okay.
Oh,
Don't hold it in front of your face when you pull it off, I guess.
yeah. No. I'm just
Go
not
sideways.
supposed to put it on tight no more instead of doing that.
Twist it. Twist and pull. Twist and pull.
Good job, Odie. Good job.
He got it there. That's all that counts.
Yeah, that's it. You got it off. So that's the main thing.
That's
And I
better
got a good laugh out of it. So
he earned his keep for the day. You got a good laugh out of him. That's good.
yeah. If anybody would have done jumped on, they would have got the good laugh too, right?
That's what they get for being late, right?
That's right. All right, we got
I don't see a live yet there though, dude.
oh,
I'm refreshing it. I don't see
oh,
nothing alive yet.
should-
I lied. Never mind. It's coming up now.
Okay, sweet.
I had to refresh the whole page, I guess. It just didn't want to show it to me. All right, sweet.
Well, as we give people a few minutes here to jump on, might as well throw out there, people, if you want to jump live on the Zoom with us, we would be more than happy to have you and answer the questions. Just DM us for a link to get on here live with us so you can ask us questions and play live with us. Live on the Zoom with us, we would be more than happy to have you and answer the questions. Just DM us for a link to get on here live with us so you can ask us questions and play live with us. Live on the Zoom with us, we would be more than
Or you can put it in the
oh yeah, we need to start putting it on the
put it in YouTube, and I'll try to watch it and keep up with that every once in a while.
Coco. Yeah, put it on. If you want to drop it in that chat on YouTube now, it's probably a good idea to do that. Bill, if you can do that real quick, and then figure we got a couple minutes, we could probably chat or two.
Got to mute the thing.
YouTube, I'll try to watch it.
Yeah, put it on. If you want to drop
Mute. There we go. We're talking on top of ourselves.
Yeah.
I got too many things open.
Don't gotta wait till I get through talking over there to talk here, right?
All right, where's my page? It's open. I got to get back to my questions or I'm gonna be lost.
It's all good. Well, while we're waiting on people too, Bill, learning a lot about AI this week, man. What's the best tip you can give somebody there?
Oh man, it's going like crazy. You got to be on it. It's the way of the future, man. It's definitely the way of the future.
Definitely see how it's going to replace a lot of people's jobs. I mean, not that it's going to take their jobs, it's just going to replace them. The people that are going to get the higher paying jobs from the jobs that are replaced are the guys that's going to be able to know how to run the AI program. So the AI can do the job, most of their job, and they just point it to where they're doing the 10%. And obviously they're going to make more money because the company could do that with, 4, 6, 8, 10 less employees. So you get the benefit of being in front of the curve. So.
If I could just find where I'm supposed to be on one of these stupid tabs. Here we go. Finally. Okay.
Cool thing about it is with the way it is already, the future's already here. And if you're waiting, it's passing you by pretty fast. I mean, even with us not waiting, it's passing us pretty quick, and we're trying to get it all figured out.
Yeah, running full steam, still can't get there from here. All right, drop that in the chat of your. Okay, in case somebody missed it, the link to join us on Zoom is now in Jody's live YouTube. Because I don't have enough brains to get on Jody's and mine and the live thing and everything else that's going on at the same time. But the registration link is now in his live YouTube chat. So
Sweet. Cool.
should be there now, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
we're about 3 minutes in. Give them a couple more minutes. You took a trip recently, Bill. How was the trip itself? I know that obviously time with family is just invaluable. So the driving itself, it was a long drive for you. How was that, man?
It's 2 days there and 2 days back. We stopped off in Kentucky on the way, there and back. Highly recommend that part of town. That part of Kentucky is beautiful.
What part of Kentucky did y'all stop in?
Elizabethtown,
Oh, sweet.
one of the few almost big towns. It's not too big town. It's about an hour or so north of the Kentucky border from Tennessee, and it's pretty. It's a pretty country. It's a nice little town. Elizabethtown is big enough to be big enough and not too big to be crazy. So it's a nice little place. So that's pretty much where we stop every time we go through there. So it's about halfway from here to New York. We go to up by Niagara Falls area, and it's pretty good. It's two full good 10, 11-hour days. It's a good long ways each day. So it's a beautiful country, but
Big long long
lot of
days, and you didn't stay in the state of Texas for that too, right?
yeah. Yeah, you can spend a whole day and a half just getting across Texas, no doubt.
Yeah, been there, done that. Long time ago, back in the mid-90s, I drove a truck in Texas. Literally, I put in 20-hour days and never left the state of Texas.
And all in a straight line almost. Yeah.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, I'm an hour and a half or about an hour from Shreveport, and it's still a 12-hour drive from here to El Paso. So
Wow.
that's
Yeah, and
13
that's not even the long route. If you were down
That's
further by
13 or
Houston,
14
that's the
hours.
long route.
Okay, just going across the
Yeah, just going across the sidewalk.
Shreveport to El Paso is about 13, 14 hours. That's if you
Long
can't
enough.
you
Yeah.
stop and go to the bathroom. All
Well,
right, we're
cool.
about 6 minutes after. I think we
6
ought to
minutes
get this
in
baby
here,
cranking.
and so let's get her rolling. Y'all are with Bill and Jody, and this is our Bank on Purpose podcasts.
I'm Texas Bill, and today we're talking about something every lender wants to know, and that's how do we get our money back when we lend on deals? When the deal ends, how do we get our money back?
Well, what we call this in the industry is exit strategies. It's not about how you start a deal, but knowing how it ends that is definitely one of the most important things.
Yeah, we always want to make sure we have multiple ways, at least 2, if not 3 or 4 ways to get our money in case the market turns or the banking industry changes or who knows what happens in the world today. But we always want to make sure we're covered every way from we can.
Yeah. So, Bill, what does exit strategy actually mean?
Well, it's a plan on how you'll be repaid. So how you get your money back if things go sideways.
Okay. So it's just like the bank and how they know they'll get paid when you do a regular mortgage with them. And so somebody doing a private money loan needs to have a plan too, right?
Absolutely. You want to always make sure you're covered and do your due diligence on that, of course. Uh, and have all the numbers double checked.
Sweet.
Uh, but yeah, we want to make sure we have, like I said, we have another way of getting out, whether we're lending or selling or refinancing or whatever the deal is.
So why is it so important to know the exit before you get into the deal, Bill?
Well,
Or
it's a lot
before
of
you
safety.
handle it?
Gives you a peace of mind if nothing else. I mean, you know that, like I said, if the deal something in the world turns sideways, you don't have to go, well, what's going to happen in the real estate market? Because it gives you that peace of mind. You can sleep at night. So that's a good thing.
So basically, it's one of them deals that if you don't know the repayment plan, you don't want to jump into the deal at all, because if the exit strategy ain't even lined out, then you don't know how you're going to get your payment back out of it. So not a good deal to jump into if that's the case, right?
Right. You want to make sure you have, yes, not every exit strategy is going to work out because you have other issues with, say you have say somebody said, well, we're gonna just we're just gonna put a renter in the house. The renter in the house may not make the mortgage these days. The mortgage numbers might not work the same as the rent numbers do. So that's why we have other ways that are every way has to be profitable. We don't want to lose any money.
Yeah. So what's the most common way that lenders get their money back?
Uh, Typically the borrower will sell the property or will refinance the property out and swap in another investor. If you need your money back in a period of time, we have other investors on call that are waiting in line to get their money invested somewhere. So if you need your money back for say a wedding, or or just it's time to get out, then whatever works for you, then we'll give us a little bit of time and we'll swap in another investor, or we'll refinance, or we'll figure out another way.
On the sell part, basically the sell, it basically pays off the loan just like a normal mortgage if it sells. And then if the investor isn't selling, then basically they'll want to refinance the loan or swap it out with another investor to make sure they got their money. And of course, either way, they get their money paid off at closing, right?
Absolutely. So what happens to the borrower if the borrower can't pay?
Well, that's where you're protected with the deed of trust, Bill. That's why we always have a higher aftermarket value than the loans are for. You want to make sure that you got plenty of spread there, so you can give a little if you have to, but the goal still is if you end up having to take the property back, make even more money is just a no-brainer, right?
So that's where the exit strategies come into play. So we get things to work. Can I choose a short-term or long-term exits?
Yeah, I mean, some lenders do 6 to 12 month deals, and others are like 3 to 15 year, maybe even 30 years, depending on obviously how they're um, wanting their portfolio to move. Some people want to be more active, and that's going to entail the 6 to 12 month deals. There's people that, hey, I'm an investor investing with my Roth. That's a solid um, return on my investment. Let's let it ride that 30 years. It all depends on the investor and what they're trying to do and their goal. And of course, how much they want to work at it. The guy that wants it to be mostly passive is going to set it for the longer term versus the person that, I'm hungry. I want them deals faster, that short term. And of course, that requires more work because now you're underwriting those deals every, 6 months, 12 months to put that
Not
money.
only that, but every time you take your money out, it's sitting there idle and it's not making a single penny until you really get it back into another loan. So
Touche.
and there's another period of maybe 2 to 6 weeks where it's got to go through closing and everything else. So that's 6 weeks as you didn't make a penny on it because you were waiting, your money sitting there on hold waiting to get in the deal.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd never thought about that way, but yeah, that's time your money's sitting there not growing, is even if it's 6 weeks. But if you haven't even got it lined up yet with what it's going to go into next, and it could be 3 months down the road, that's a lot of sitting for your money not working for you.
That's right. We try to keep you invested, but just in case, it takes time to get all the closing, and when that's not something we have a control over, it's up to the title companies and things like that. So
Yeah.
And then again, we might not have a deal that's ready this, that meets your criteria, meets our criteria. And we don't want to just throw you into something that's going to risk your money in any kind of way. So we're always going to be watching over you and us.
Yeah. Limit their risk and ours. You don't want to be in an unprofitable deal no more than we do, right?
You don't want to rush it just to get your money back in play. We want to make sure it's a good deal.
Yep. So what about early payoffs, Bill?
Well, some borrows refinance early, and some will just sit back and let it go. But if it pays off early, and everybody makes a profit, then you get your money back faster, and then we'll figure out another way to, like I said, we'll find another deal that fits your investment criteria.
Nice. And so do you keep earning interest until the day that you're paid back, or?
Absolutely. It's we do interest only loans. So your money, if we borrowed 100K from you, then you got 100K sitting there drawing interest on whatever that interest rate is. You're pulling that from day one to the last day, every day earns interest. So we're not, if you had a amortized loan, it's going to get smaller and smaller and smaller over time. But since the way we do it is with interest only loans, you're drawing maximum numbers from day one to day last. So
Nice. That is also why the returns are predictable too, because it doesn't have to go through a whole mathematical calculation like the immortalized ones, and you know exactly what you're getting every month. And then when the payoff time comes, you know that you're still owed your initial amount that
right.
you invested too. So you got
interest for all that time, and then we turn around and give you your 100K back,
yeah.
or we find another way to invest it.
So what should I look for in an exit plan, Bill?
First of all, is how solid is the borrower? Is our borrower's plan up to speed? That's why you want to make sure you have backup exits and people who are reputable, people who's done this before and are going to do it some more. People like us, we're going to be in the business for a while, and we're going to we don't want to screw up and cause any problems. So we're going to be here to make sure that no matter what, you're going to get your money back. So.
Well, a good investor always has a plan A, of course, and a plan B. But the ones that set it even the bar higher is you got to have that plan C and maybe even D and E. So the more you have to fall back on, the better off you are as an investor anyway, too. Same way on the end of the lender, you want to know those plans. So if one may fall through, but if you've got three, it's a whole lot less likely that three fall through versus just one.
It's hard to get. Sometimes it's really hard to come up with three that actually will make money, but we always have at least two for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like it. So like, obviously we're both doing the shared living or co-living model, and that really pays good. And then the midterm, generally you're still making a profit on. The long term right now with the way things are going, it's a little bit harder to make a profit on, but even if you're breaking even there, that's still your third strategy. And so two backups to your main strategy ain't a bad play at all.
Absolutely.
So how did I learn about how to spot safe exits, Bill?
Well, you gotta get in the right people with the right people and see real examples so you can learn how to underwrite and know what we're doing. By getting in the right rooms with the right people, that's what we're setting up in Dallas in October. We're setting up show you how real contracts work, case studies, exits from deals we've done, or people who have done deals with us, and we're going to bring this higher level of education to you so that you can make sure that you're educated, and we're making sure that you're educated so that everybody's working from a place of knowledge as opposed to guessing. So let's see.
So if you've ever wondered what happens when it's time to get my money back, this is your answer.
Yeah, it's a clear exits, so you're always in control.
So y'all come join us in Dallas, October 25th and 26th for the Bank on Purpose 2-day event. You get all that stuff Bill was talking about in it, live and in action. Get your hands in and down dirty in it. Yeah.
You get the knowledge that you know that you need to know to make you feel more comfortable with us.
Yeah.
And we'll walk you through how deals start, how they're protected, and exactly how end to end. So DM the word event and we'll reserve your seat and line your money with purpose.
Line your money with your purpose, bank on purpose here. And we will see y'all next week.
Next week.
Actually, yeah, next week we'll probably, both got an event that we'll be at. So it will be
Right.
probably a recording set up for next week. If we can break free, it'll be on time. And if we can't, then it'll be posted a little late next week. But depending on the event, we'll try to make sure it's posted on time or maybe even a little early.
We'll try to get it there. Thank you so much, everybody, and y'all have a wonderful week.